There we go. Hello again, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Science Mode. Continued. If not sure if people were around on Tuesday, but I did a bit of bonus stream where we sent a version, like a test version of the Moho Lander with Rover to the Mun or the Moon. I'm going to try, we're going to try landing it and like testing it on the Moon today, and then do a crew transfer, etc. So we'll get started, but there was one thing I want to do beforehand, which is the fact that I forgot to include a few bits on the a couple of things on the lander and on the mission, which repair kits. I don't think I packed an EVA science kit, and I didn't pack a couple of components I wanted to install on the other moon lander we have in orbit, like the reusable one. So first thing I need to do is just to go to the tracking station. I want to double check that I deployed the solar panels on the Moho Lander Mun Test, because I'm not sure if I did. And we'll need them, like we don't run out of power whilst we're attempting a delivery, is essentially the plan. So let's see, I don't think we did we? No, we didn't. I don't recall what the action groups were set up as. Hold on. Okay, right. Why does it keep turning landing guidance on? I don't want landing guidance on, like every time. What I want to do is, edit the action groups again. I want to see which ones of these. So set 4 is set 3. There you go. So set 2, I think, are the lander ones. Is set 1 the? Okay, well let's just do that in the default. Toggle solar panel. Did I include a Okay, I did. There you go. Toggle the antenna. There you go. Right, that'll do. So if we make sure we're on default, we hit 0. That should hopefully just deploy our solar panels on our transmitter, so we don't run out of power whilst we're in orbit. Because we're going to be hanging around in orbit for a bit. Because I'm going to try and do a delivery to this thing, and I'm going to. So the plan is to build a probe that will carry the cargo. And I'm also going to use it as an opportunity to test the various bits of MechJeb, because I've only tested them a little bit, and they seem pretty good. And I'm kind of like, just deciding, like, under what circumstances I'll be using MechJeb for various things. So obviously, like things like orbital rendezvous, we've done a few of those now. We've done a couple of moon landings, we've done a few Minmus landings. So and I kind of feel like if we're in a situation where we've done something like a few times and we have like decent commnet, you can kind of pretend that like the Kerbal Space Center is able to sort of like compute like advanced sort of algorithm stuff, and basically like do things remote, like autonomously, like we do nowadays with real spacecraft. So yes, we're going to go back to Space Center for now, and we're going to try building a probe. And again, so I think my plan is to build this thing, launch it, and essentially let's try doing everything with So I think Octo 2 is probably the one to go with. But yeah, the general idea will be to deliver a few bits. Actually, before we do anything else, before I forget, let's open up the Moho Lander itself, and let's just sort this. Let's just put the cargo stuff in before we forget. So we want repair kits. We want some repair kits. And we want the EVA science kit. and that will do, I think. Yeah, so just want to make sure that we've got these in there, so that when we launch one that's going to Moho, they'll be in there ready. Like, we won't have to remember to do it at a later point. So save this. We will create a new. We want the Octo 2, which is there. So yeah, so we want Octo 2. We want some RCS capability. So I think it's the, yeah, this one. RCS capability. Is there a, is it that one? Yeah. We want some electrical, some command and control, and then we want the main thing, which is the container module, which will essentially contain what we're sending. We also want a, I think it's under, is it under? No, it's in a coupling, isn't it? Because I want to get the grabbing unit junior, which is going to be our way of sort of like dark variant. Nah, let's go with the white variant. Yeah, let's turn the flag off. Okay, so yes, now we need to, we'll set this to just vacuum Kerbin, because the idea is that like this thing will be able to, we'll be having this thing like be able to deliver things around the Kerbin system. Is the general idea. So probably don't need anything too aggressive. I say aggressive, I mean. There you go, 3,200 meters per second, but yeah, that should be fine. We do want to add some RCS thruster blocks. Just to find out where our center of mass is, and we'll just pop these along the center, along the center of mass. So yeah, 2,960, which should be way more than we need to go anywhere. I do also want to modify this slightly because I want to attempt a see if I can land this thing on the moon when we're done with it. But yeah, I will actually put the cargo we need inside. We need 4 of those. We want one of these. We want a couple of the science experiments. Well, just the one, I think. I don't think anything else is new, and the modded parts appeared not to be able to go into cargo, which is yeah, interesting to know. But yeah, so we've got those. Let's stick some. Yeah, so I think we do want the ability to like deliver it to the surface. So if it can land on the moon, then it can land anywhere. Yeah, it'd be fine. So, well, if it can land on the moon, it can land on Mimas. And we've got loads of delta V of TWR for that. I'm making micro landing strut, or let's go with just the regular landing struts. Just like that, so we can, because I want to test the I want to test the landing capability of this thing, which hopefully we should be easily able to do. Right, we need some solar power, which we'll do the 3x2. We don't want 4 of them, we only want 2. And then we need some communication ability. Beam power, no. I like the high gain antenna, but nope, double clicked. Yeah, no, I don't want two of them. I want one. There we go. So yeah, hopefully that should be like the main 2,538 meters per second. Again, that should be way more than we need because I'm gonna like stick this up. I mean, we should be able to pop this on a transfer stage, etc. But yes, let's call this. Oh yeah, I was gonna call it something like Kerbazon Prime. Right, so that's all we need for that thing. So now we need to pop a decoupler on there, and then this is going to be our like orbital transfer stage. What's our thrust weight ratio like with this thing? 1.61 is pretty good. Be like a longer thing with I guess swivel. Is that like? Oh yeah, really good. 1639 meters per second. So like that's 4,000. So that's like colossally more than we'll ever need to get anywhere. But yeah, so I want to make sure we get this thing to where we need to go with enough delta V left to attempt a landing. Is the idea. So let's just get this bad boy into orbit. So we want another TD12, a payload fairing. Oop. Right, we need to get this thing into orbit. So let's set ourselves to sea level. And again, it shouldn't be too difficult to get up there. It's only a few tons, 10 tons. So what we'll do is I want to just try popping a little flag on here. Can't see it for the set flag. I want something that's like, I don't even know that's like packagey. I don't think there is. Where's organization? Space Agency organizations capsule. Where is the Jeb one? Like Jeb's there, Jebediah Kermit. There we go. Like, I just want to put like a little random flag on it, just for fun. Right. So yes, fuel tanks. Let's just go straight to 1.8 meter, the 1.875 meter. Probably more than we need. Let's grab a Bobcat 1724, and then we'll just have a 2.5 meter lower stage. So we want the TD18 decoupler, and then we want to expand out to a nice sort of . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . grab the... I don't even need the mainsail, I might be able to do it with the skipper. 0.07, not quite good enough. .46 is somewhat more. But that's, what, 3000 delta V. Again, like, that should be enough to get us into orbit with a fairly decent ascent profile. So, if we grab some fins, and some launch clamps, it's a bit close to the ground. I reckon that should be relatively straightforward. Let's double check cargo. We have everything we need. I don't think there's anything else I need to bring to the thing. Let's go to action groups. Let's just have custom 10 to toggle the solar panels and toggle the antenna. I'll do. And then yeah, let's save this, and we'll try launching it at daylight, because it's currently dark. So I want to warp to sunrise. Just double check our times. I think we're fine. 31 days to Moho. 33, and we need to do Dres as well. But I think like the Dres lander should be. Well, I'll say we'll see if we can do something fun with a Dres lander, because again we can test it on the moon, because the moon and Dres are like famously the same, or very or similar enough that it's a running joke in Kerbal Space Program that there is no such thing as Dres. There's just another moon. It's just the moon. But yeah, so we want to go to the launch pad. We want Kerbazon Prime. We want to hit launch vessel. Right, so the plan here is to try doing this entire thing with MechJeb and see how it performs. Because I mean, this is unmanned, so if it explodes or if it crashes, no biggie. But MechJeb provides you with a bunch of essentially like automated things. So for example, we have aircraft and approach and auto land. Jesus, I didn't know I had that. That might be useful for we've got custom wind flight record, landing guidance, maneuver node, maneuver planner. Do not have rendezvous. I guess they unlock the proper node in the R&D tree or upgrade the tracking station. Okay, so I don't think we have any. Okay, we don't have any automated. Yeah, I don't think we have any automated rendezvous. Or I don't think we have the we don't have the transfer stuff either. That's fine. Well, I guess we need to unlock more of the tech tree. I think that presumably unlocks it like the better protocols, I'm imagining. But what we will do is we'll do ascent guidance, 100 kilometer orbit, inclination 0. Let's think. Stop at stage. We definitely want to stop at stage 1, I think. Yeah, because those should be. We don't want to go anything beyond anymore. The angle of attack to limit throttle 1%. Keep going. Let's look. Auto deploy solar panels. Stage fairings when. Yep. Okay, let's engage autopilot. I don't know if that launch countdown is automatically, or it's just waiting for me to hit the button. The last time when I tried it, I had to hit the button for it to start. Well, let's just try this. So this hopefully will be a fully automated fully automated ascent, which obviously takes a bit of fun out of the game. But having said that, like if I'm launching anything that's like potentially complicated or anything, then I'll do that. I'll fly that manually. But I don't want to like I kind of feel like if it's got Kerbals in it or something, then I feel like Kerbals will be flying it. I'll fly it manually, but at the same time, like a lot of stuff is kind of like routine, etc. And so things like But yeah, I also want to test the landing because I tested the landing thing on a sandbox save, but I was landing on Kerbin, and I think for some reason it didn't stage the like the descent profile. So well, it didn't stage the it didn't stage the transfer module. Yeah, it didn't stage the transfer module, so it yeah, it didn't stage the transfer module, so the transfer module basically burned up and kind of screwed up the thing, and it landed near the Kerbal Space Center because you can set a target to land at, which I want to try again. I want to try out. So my plan is, if we get this thing to rendezvous with the there we go. Are you going to start burning? Yeah, if you like I say, to plan is to rendezvous with the test the Moho Lander. To rendezvous the Moho Lander, transfer the items to the Moho Lander, and then like leave this thing in orbit. And then the idea is to assuming we successfully land the Moho Lander on the moon, and once we're kind of done there, I'm going to try and get this thing to land automatically like nearby. So try and do like a targeted landing to have this thing, because the idea is like if we can get this thing to like land automatically somewhere. Then it means we can ship cargo around without too much trouble. So when I inevitably forget things, like I always do, nice. About roughly 100 kilometer orbit. Oh, yeah, SAS is turned off. Let's turn back on. Let's turn on SAS. Cool. We are in orbit. Let's double check, see what it's doing with our Do I have debris turned on? I do. Oh, yeah, there it is. So that debris should hopefully be yeah. Cool. Right. So now we need to do things. So let's turn off ascent guidance. We don't need that anymore. Right. So I think we're gonna have to do the transfer to the Mun and the rendezvous manually, which isn't the worst thing in the world. We've done plenty of those. Let's add a maneuver here. Cool. Nope. I want this because I want to move it around. Moon periapsis. I think our thing is that let's look at the moon. Let's focus a view there. Alright, this is currently a yeah, Moho Lander's about 48. We want to be like, I'd say about 100, and then we'll anyway, I don't know. So much debris. What is this thing? Moho Lander Mun Test. I'll have to figure out which one of those I actually want to target, because last I checked there shouldn't be two of them. Anyway, so we do want to... That brings us further away. We want to be closer in. I'd say about aiming for about 100. Let's go with 85. Yeah, 85 kilometers, and then we'll go down to yeah, we'll rendezvous coming into a lower orbit. Essentially, will be the plan. I've also forgot to do the it doesn't really matter that much. Again, we've got loads of delta V in this stage, so we might be able to use it to deorbit. Alright, let's see what our resulting parallax is. It is 93. Can we lower that a bit? Not quite exactly what I wanted. That'll do, close enough. Let's try something maneuver. So what does maneuver planner do? Oh, I see. Transfer to another planet. What's a pork chop selection? No idea. Okay, so the transferring thing is. Oh, I see. Transfer to another planet. Okay, it's more interesting. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we'll try it. We'll Anyway, enough. I'll figure out what that is later on. But we'll do this. We'll do this manually for now. So add a maneuver here, and then just pull this down to a nice circular orbit. Okay, right. Let's 85 to 83 orbits probably the best we can do. Right. Let's just do this. 10-second burn when we get there. Again, plenty of delta V to do the job. Let's just say goodbye to Kerbin, and let's just go to the moon. Let's just go do this. Ooh, that was I think that was a Kerbin eclipse. The moon passed through Kerbin's shadow, which happens on every orbit because the Mun and Kerbin all orbit on the ecliptic. So every time, whereas like the moon, like our moon, orbits the Earth at about it's like 5 degrees to the plane of the ecliptic. So the plane of the ecliptic is the plane in which the Earth orbit and the planets generally orbit the Sun. The moon orbits the Earth at a slight inclination, so most of the time the moon doesn't obscure the sun, and the Earth doesn't obscure the sun from the moon when it passes through, when it orbits. But sometimes it does, and you get you get solar eclipses when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, and then lunar eclipses when the Earth passes between the moon and the sun. Right, let's go to 10 seconds. But yeah, they only happen on certain orbits for us, but for Kerbin it happens every time. Which is why you'll see quite a lot of solar eclipses, etc. on like in Kerbal Space Program. Right. I do have them orbiting the same direction as everything else. I think I am now. I need to figure out which of these two, like what these actually are. Because I think it's this one I want. Because they should be like a single piece, because we docked them. So I don't. Yeah, that's the that's our lander and our transfer stage. So what is the other thing then? What is this? I have a feeling is it a piece of debris or something, or is it something that I've got a probe core attached to? Yep, it is just a piece of debris. It's just down as a land. It's just down as a land as a. I think it was because it was attached to the lander, so it got that name. Okay, I don't suppose I can. I don't think I can. Okay, well we don't care about this. So I don't think there's a way we can rename it either. So let's go back to our probe, which I can't see anymore because we don't have probes toggled. Which I believe is Kerbazon Prime. Let's switch back to this and let's see if we can do a rendezvous with because it does seem like I say maneuver planner would be. So I think by what we're missing is like fully automatic auto rendezvous. I think we can use a maneuver planner to like plan an intercept. I think. So if we go to the map and we set, now they're ahead of us, which means that we set that as target. Hopefully yeah, and then we see what this thing comes up with. So we want to intercept target at chosen time. Oh well. That is a very strange solution you've got for me. I don't think that's gonna work. I just want to intercept target rather than. Yeah. Match planes of target. Yeah, the cheapest. Execute next node. Let's try that. This should just do it. Cool. Turns off SAS, of course. So hopefully this should. Okay, that's useful. That's a useful feature. So match planes for the target. I don't think we really have an alternative there. So yeah, I think we could do the rest. We could do the rest. Again, I think the automated rendezvous is further down the tech tree. So, but we can do it ourselves. So try and rendezvous in daylight because it's just easier that way. So we add a maneuver here. We reduce this until, and again, before I have to wait a few orbits for this thing to line up properly, but that's pretty close there. Let's a bit further, so that's probably the best orbit we've got. And then again, not quite in daylight, but I will take it. 6.3, 5.4, 4.5, 6.6, 2.8, 1.9, 1.0, 0.2. There we go. That will do nicely. Yeah, so we'll do this manually. It's already been 40 minutes, we haven't even done the moon landing yet. So can I use MechJeb to execute this node then. Yeah, let's use MechJeb to execute the node. I wish that MechJeb would turn SAS back, turn SAS back on when it was done. See how well it did that. Yeah, 0.2 kilometers now. I wonder if there is a match velocities with target at closest approach to target. Nah, I think I think we'll leave that for we'll do this one manually. So we have our intercept in 28 minutes. 27. 25. Again, it's only a 15-second burn to 15 meters per second burn to slow down, so we should be fine. Okay, where are you? You're there, you're 2 kilometers away. That's actually not bad. We switch you to intersect mode, and then we wait for this thing to close the gap a little. There's the debris there. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to burn, and we're going to push the retrograde marker this way onto anti-target, which is again the my standard method of doing final approach on Rendezvous. There you go. And then we just whack on retrograde and slow all the way down when we gradually slow down as we get towards it. And we just want to dock. We just want to use the grabber to grab. we just come to a stop when we're like 100 meters away, and then try and sort of like grab on at some point. Having said that, we are a little bit here we go. So yeah, I don't know if this will like, I say I haven't really tried like transferring cargo. I mean, like in theory, like there are crew on this thing, so in theory, like you could say like the crew are transferring the cargo when you do it. I don't know if you can do that for, like fully automated between two like fully autonomous probes, or, like two fully remote probes, but you know. We do the rest on RCS, I think. Cool. So we want to arm this. We want to shut this down for a second, and we're in the dark, which is useful. Let's switch the lights on here so we have some idea of where we're going. Let's point ourselves around towards target. I guess this isn't going to be particularly interesting to watch because I can't see what we're doing, but we do want to, I guess, start closing the gap. Oh yeah, we also want to control from here, don't we? Give us a bit of a better idea of how far away our thing is. Okay, I reckon we're pointing power right. Just sort of right. I have no idea if we could even grab the fairing, but actually that is the point. Probably best not to aim at the fairing. Right. Let's just aim at target and just go towards target, and then hope we don't hit anything too controversial on the way there. We'll wait 3 meters per second, and let's just see if we can grapple on. Okay, this thing should be armed. I have no idea if this will work. It might end up just damaging things, but... Oh god. I'll wait to see if this docking works, and then I'll get rid of you. Oh right, we are docked. Cool, that is cool. Right, let's just pause this because I need to deal with you. We want to ban you because you're spam. Cool, right, so let's just do this, let's get this over with. So let's see if we could do this. So we have this. Right, this is a lander, isn't it? So yeah, this is a lander, so we want to stick this stuff in the lander. This is our thing. We want to start, let's put it in here. Stick that in there. Right, that is delivery complete. So, let's think of the quick save. Let's release this. Switch back to you. Turn on SAS. Just back the hell up. Disarm. Let's see where retrograde points us. Let's just head over. Let's just. Where is the moon in this situation? Cannot see a damn thing. Well, this is also retrograde, so we just lower our. Let's just lower our thing down to like 30k. Oh yeah, we need to turn the engine back on. We shut the engine down, so let's turn the engine back on. Let's just 3, 2, 1, 30k. Let's just do a maneuver planet, which we want to circularize at next periapsis. Create node. See if the node's in a sensible place. It is. Let's execute node. Let's just execute next node. We'll leave this there, and then hopefully we can have it all try and give it an automatic landing. Once we've hopefully landed successfully with the Moho Lander. That's a useful thing to have. Right, let's just leave you as you are. Let's switch back to the Moho Lander Test. And this is where we're going to be trying our landing. And hopefully it will work, and hopefully it won't require a rescue mission. Who knows? Right, so we have hopefully got the... Yeah, we have our repair kits and EVA science kit, which we didn't have, which I forgot. So that this first hour was dealing with the fact I forgot to put these on board. And what we now need is these guys do not need their I'm thinking we need a pilot. So Alson, doff your parachute. You don't need it. I guess Alson's a pilot, right? Yeah. Let's transfer Alson to the lander. Bearmone is an engineer. So let's transfer bare moon to the lander. And then we have, leave Joan in the command pod, and we'll grab Kirk from here. So Kirk, you're not going to need a parachute where you're going. Transfer Kirk to the lander. Right, so. And then let's stick that in there, we don't need it. Let's transfer Dave to the command pod because, I feel like Joan and Dave are gonna need a bit of have each other's company whilst they're in space, whilst they're like waiting for the results of this thing that's gonna hopefully be landing with absolutely no problems. We will might as well point radial. I should go radial in. This needs to be like radial something. So yes, we're going to hopefully be doing actual like useful moon landing here. So cool. Undock. Turn on SAS. Let's retrograde. Hopefully this should activate our engines. And yes, we will lower our orbit to about like 30k probably. Cool. Switch back to you. Close the shield. Point you prograde, and then hopefully switch back to you before you go out of range. Yes, we also want to switch to. We want to close MechJeb. We want to switch you to action set 2. I think is for landers. There we go. So yes, the Moho Lander is undergoing its first test flight, which will involve lowering our. So we're going to go down around to periapsis, lower our apoapsis down. I feel like we could probably get lower than I think. Yes, I think. I mean, if we check the delta V map for a second. This thing claims 14 kilometers is at the minimum safe altitude, so I'm gonna trust that. I'm gonna trust that, and see if we can't lower our periapsis down to 15k. There we go. 15 kilometer periapsis, and then we'll do this manually because add a maneuver. That'll do. 1 second burn. Well. And then we'll pick our suitable landing. Have I got flags turned on here? I do not. Right, let's turn flags on. So I want to see where I've already landed. So I've landed in this crater. And we've landed there. I think we've had 2 moon landings. So if we aim, I'm thinking like aim to land somewhere like here. But I just want to land like close enough to in 2 biomes that we can then drive to the crater, essentially, is my idea. So I'm thinking if we like overshoot the edge of the crater a bit, and then we can hopefully land in the biome just off the yeah. Okay, that's the plan. So let's go and let's go execute this next maneuver. There we go, 15 kilometer, yeah, relatively low orbit. So let's have a look, see. So yeah, we've landed here already. I feel like this crater is probably a good bet, and I think it's still going to be in daylight when we do it. So my plan is, again, we've got 1558, so we've got way more than and we should have, yeah, that's a pretty decent TWR. So if I add a maneuver here, retrograde for about half the orbital velocity, so about 275. Yeah, it's annoying that the landing thing doesn't give you doesn't do your landing based on yeah, it doesn't do landing based on your maneuver node. It does it based on your actual trajectory. But no matter. So yeah, let's 19 minutes away, 24-second burn. Let's warp to there, because the moon's going to rotate, and I don't want to overshoot the crater by too much because we're going to have to drive back to it. So yeah, we're actually a bit. Probably say about there, I think. Maybe not quite. I think that'll give us a reasonable margin of error. Alright, is it going to work or it's not going to work? So, I love landings. Seems to rotate quickly enough, so. Alright. Okay, so we're currently in biome farside crater. So we want to switch this to surface. We want this on terrain height. We want to deploy our landing gear. and then we want to ideally rotate so that up is up, so we have a bit better. Okay, right, so yeah, what's the right? So once we're outside the far side crater, we want to just keeping an eye because we are traveling quite quickly. So but again, like we might not get out, so we might end up landing in the far side crater and then trying to drive out. Again, we are traveling quite quickly, so I do want to. Okay, we're in the lowlands, so. I think we try and aim for just like. We're still 7,000 up, but if we just aim for landing just at the edge of this crater here, I think. What's our suicide burn length? Oh Jesus. Okay, right. We're still a kilometer up, but it's fine. Okay. Oh boy, I think we're gonna go over. I think we're going over, guys. Well, I mean, I've had worse landings. Right, so we're down, we're alive. It's not quite the thing I had in mind. This is quite a tall lander, so I feel like we might be okay to right ourselves. Yeah, I wonder if we can. What is our monoprop store like? Okay. I don't think we have enough. This is a bit annoying. I was kind of hoping this wouldn't happen, but I mean, I guess we can try deploying the rover. Why not? What? Why isn't there? Oh wait, is this? Oh, is there a wait, is it not this one? We didn't add two, did we? Hold on. Why hasn't it got any? Oh, that is so annoying. Like the whole point of this thing is we're supposed to have the but it's got oh, why? Why hasn't it remembered it? Is it because we moved it or something? Oh. Well, that was the entire point of this endeavor, was to test the cal control, the controlled deployment. I might as well just do this manually then. I mean, I suppose the advantage is that it is currently the right way up. Okay. Problem is I don't think it's going to let's just move this thing out. And of course it's going to go upside down. This thing doesn't have any reaction wheel control, does it? It does not. Why is it upside? Oh, this has gone horrendously wrong. Oh no. Like, maybe we can use the arm to right it. That might be the best plan. Actually, let's switch back to this and just let's turn on the brakes. Downside of there being no right. Let's pin you. Let's pin you. Let's pin you. Okay, so the plan is to rotate this down. We do also want this as well. Oh, come on, come on, just oh, onto the wheels, onto the wheels, onto the wheels, onto the wheels. Yes, yes, it's on the wheels. It's on the wheels. We can like it can be salvaged. Right. Okay. So, I mean, again, I feel like once we decouple the upper stage, there's probably going to be enough delta like reaction wheel control in the thing to yeah to. So let's just rotate you onto your side. Yeah, 'cause I don't think there's going to be much way of, unless we can use this to right itself. We might be able to use it to use the arm to we might be able to use the arm to right the lander. So let's pull you back in for now. I don't really want to try it, so let's just extend this solar, and we'll just so again, it's not a complete loss, and we are in the Midlands apparently. So yeah, not a total loss. We will set up our science thing, and we'll see if that needs any repairs on it. But it looks like everything's intact. We will have our actually what we'll do is we'll give our we'll have these guys will turn off landing because we don't necessarily need that. Okay, so now let's sort out the let's sort out our setting up our yeah, let's sort out setting up our thing, our like surface level. Also look at all these, look at this surface detail. So yeah, that is annoying. I'm gonna have to like check to see. I have a feeling it might have been that like when I moved it and then didn't program it. And it must have lost its programming when I moved it, but I'll double check because again, that is super annoying. But we did like it looks like it's intact, so there is that. But yeah, anyway, let's get everyone else out. Right, you are the engineer, so let's actually let's I was gonna say, why your cables can though. Grab on. Let's grab her. Oh, you can carry multiple repair kits, so let's shove them all in there for now. Yeah. Okay, let's go and inspect the rover and see if there's anything we need to fix on it, because it's entirely possible that something did get broken. Yeah, I have a feeling the parallax collisions aren't quite perfect. He's just like very gradually drifting back down to the surface. Right. See what, if anything, on here needs repairing. Surprisingly, I don't think anything looks broken. All looks to be fine. It's good to know. Don't suppose this thing has any storage space on it, does it? Don't think it does. Oh well, we do have something to repair on the lander, so let's go and sort that out. Yeah, I have a feeling driving on this thing is going to be fun. So it might have to go into the config next time and turn off the parallax collisions because they are apparently a bit of a beta at the moment. Cool, that's repaired. Let's shove these back in here for now, we don't necessarily need them. And we'll sort out the deployed science first of all. And we'll go exploring with the rover. So switch to you. Let's EVA you. Yeah. Right. So. Again, it's not been the best test, to be honest. We'll see. I have to see how the thing handles landing it. How if whatchamacallit, MechJeb is better at landing. I assume it is better at landing than I am, but right. What have we got? So, what are we having here? Science experiment. Berman is our engineer, so he wants the power, which I don't think is in here, is it? No, it's not. He wants to grab a power thing. Which I think is in this one. Yeah. Is there only one power? I thought we needed two. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go over here. Let's switch back to, let's see about you. Oh no, there's three of them, aren't there? Yeah, there's a third one. Yeah, grab, you can have the control thing. I think there is a third one, isn't there? Which I guess we can try and get access to when we need it. Right, so let's just go over here and let's start deploying our little deployed science. Alright, let's just see, where are we? Well, it's... you only get one per, right, let's switch to you. Mr... oh no, that's that. Let's deploy a science experiment. Barmoon is our engineer, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Let's drop a solar panel. And so I think the other solar panel might be in. I don't know, it might be in this one actually. Yes, it is. Right. You. Another solar. Let's go over here. Let's drop that. Cool. Let's get you back towards the rocket and get your EVA kit back, because you're going to need. I think we really need you to deploy the 2 solar panels. We don't need anything else. So there should be in here one. Actually, we can have you deploy this as well. So yeah, I feel like the Moho Lander might need to be a bit wider, so we may have to redesign it slightly. We want to drop this down. Let's go wander over here and just, yeah, let's go grab our EVA pack back. And let's go stand over here. And we switch to Alson, who is our pilot. I have a feeling like driving is going to be, apparently driving on with this mod is quite fun, so. Let's grab your jetpack. Oh, it's about your EVA pack and bring it back. Have you go sound of him or her. Honestly not sure at this point. Right. Yeah, we'll see how viable driving is at this point. Deployed science, we want Kirk. Right, Kirk, you've got a couple more things to deploy, and then we'll see about this whole roving business. Alright, we've got an ionographer. Let's just see a mystery goo thing to go. Yeah, so I mean, this thing is a very tall. It's quite a tall lander with not a very wide base, so it will be difficult to get it to land. That's empty. You're presumably not empty. No, you have a mystery goo observation device, which we're now going to deploy. So let's drop you there. Cool. Go grab a thing. We'll plant a flag here for the yeah, we need to plant a flag here, then grab another flag from the command module before we go venturing. So, oh, MechJeb, he wants his EVA pack back. There we go. I think they should each have a flag, shouldn't they? So. Let's just go and confirm we can do like the science here. I don't know. Are there any terrain features around? I don't think there are there? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I feel like this driving thing is going to be I'll be surprised if it's even possible. Okay. So the question is, can we do is it set 4 as rovers or something? So the question is, can he interact with all this stuff whilst being sat on the rover? I guess not, but I suppose if he's stood near enough to them, he'll be able to do everything he needs. I say stood, I mean he's hovering at the moment. I think that's everything here, isn't it? And then we want EVA report, surface sample. Oh yes, we need the EVA science kit, don't we? Which is currently in the main command module. Alright. You. There we go. Right. We have everything we need for our little adventure. Again, assuming it's even viable. But yeah, we still need to do a little bit of science on this thing. No. Perform EVA science. Play some golf on the moon. Oh, I think EVA science is once per body, isn't it, rather than per biome? I might be wrong, but I think it is. We'll know because it won't be worth anything. Yeah, it's not worth anything. Okay, we don't actually need that. We'll keep it with him, but yeah, we don't actually need it because we've already done it on this body, right? So we want to store experiments. Switch back to this thing. Hit science. Okay, there should be 8 things, so we stick that in there. Oh yeah, no, we need the EVA report and surface sample, don't we? Yeah, store 8 experiments there. And then we do it one final time for and I think our scientists will just keep them on him. Right, collect, restore, take, collect, restore, take, take, take. And then EVA report and surface sample. I guess you could store this. You can store this in the command module before we set off. Okay, we'll leave that. Okay, right. We will do is we'll plant a flag here. We're in the Midlands at the moment. Cool. And what we will do is we'll pop back and grab another board and unboard, and that'll give us another flag. So that each of us have a flag we can plant if we do manage to get to the crater, which again, like, it's assuming we can even drive, which we might not be able to. This mod might have issues, at which point I guess we might. Yeah, I guess if driving is too difficult with the surface mod, right. EVA, and he should have another flag now. Yeah. So essentially, what I'll do is I'll attempt the automated landing of the probe, and then next time we'll have the collisions, the surface collision turned off. If it's too difficult to drive. Hopefully they should be close enough to the seat to be able to board it. Cool, you will sit here. So many things to switch between. You are our engineer, so you'll go on the seat on the other side. And we'll see how drivable this thing is. Surprisingly undamaged, considering we had to flip it. Cool, and then there we go. Right, let's try going on a little adventure. We need to figure out which way we need to go for our crater as well, because I believe we are. Right, board. Right, let's have a look. See, so we are currently on the map screen. We are here, and we kind of want to go. We want to go west. We want to go due west, I think. Oh, it's like west. So I think we're facing the right way. Are we facing the right way? Because I think like we came down. I think we need to go uphill, don't we? Pretty sure we need to go the other way. I'm pretty sure we were coming down that way and we overshot the crater. Okay, let's go. No brakes. Okay, the brakes are are we going the right way? I think we are. Again, it looks like it's gonna be quite a way to get there, so. Off we go. It's not too bad actually. So I was going to keep the speed up too much. I love how you can still hear, like, well, you should be able to hear anything because you're in a vacuum, but you can still hear the you can still hear the experiments going. Because I assume like we're not actually that far away, we're not super far away yet. Again, I have no idea how far away this crater actually is. But yes, this hasn't been a very successful mission. I mean, like, at all. But we are like 45. I want to see if we're actually going the right way. So let's just stop for a second. Yeah, I think we're gonna be it's gonna be a while before we're in a different biome, I think. Yeah, I feel like it'd be more. I think it'd be more fun to do to go back to the ship. So like, we're able to deploy it, although again a bit haphazardly. So I'm wondering if it's worth like redesigning the lander a bit so that it has a wider base. I'm not sure how we're gonna manage that, but because I think Moho's gravity is a bit stronger than this, right? Okay, we're going downhill, so we're going a little bit fast, so we want to slow it down a bit, otherwise we're going to do this. And flipping it over onto its back. Which is just great. I feel like adding a yeah, adding a adding a reaction wheel might be an idea for the thing, so we can actually flip it if we need to. Because at the moment, like, this thing doesn't have any reaction wheels on it, so like at this point we're basically screwed. Like, we need to be able to flip it over. So like maybe we can flip it with it with. No, I don't think we can. I think we're gonna have to yeah, so we need a reaction wheel on this thing so we can flip it back over. I think it's probably to be a case of, yeah, okay. Unless we can flip it. Okay, no, you can fly. I think it's the parallax that's screwing with it. You quite done ragdolling. Right. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to, like, we're gonna try the targeted landing and see if it's any better. And then we're going to try and get us back into orbit, if nothing else. Right. So for some reason, the RCS pack, like, yeah, okay, right. It's something to do with the ground collisions, or. Right, let's just stick you guys back in here. Right. Yeah, I don't think there's much. No, we do need to transfer the science though, because the science is currently in here, isn't it? So before we do anything else, let's grab the let's take this data. Gonna leave the science in there otherwise. Right, let's okay, let's again, I'm hoping that we can that there's enough torque in the reaction wheels on the main thing to cool. Again, I'm hoping there's enough torque in the reaction wheels to flip the top stage, even if we can't flip the bottom. So it might require some very, very intensive rolling around, but right, let's give him like a million years to, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I feel like it'll I want it to look nice, but this collision damping is Right, store experiments. Yeah, it's just I feel like the collision damping is still a bit too experimental for my liking. So right. Of course, the rover's going to flip back over now, isn't it? Just stop and get back up. Right. Oh dear. Take data. Alright, let's get you back to the main ship. Yeah, 'cause I thought I was pretty sure the EVA packs were enough to let you fly on the Mun. Yeah, so it looks a lot nicer, but I feel like yeah, we need to disable the damping and the collisions and config, because at least until they're made better. Right, so we need to pop the experiments in here. Then do a backflip, or do a traveling backwards backflip. Okay, let's just pop you in there. I feel like this is probably a good time to get the screenshot for the success that has been this mission. Right, so we will go to the Kerbazon Prime. We'll switch to Kerbazon Prime, and then we will see if we can get Kerbazon Prime to automatically land. Like, so what we will do is we will so MechJeb landing guidance. Pick target on map. Let's go for there. Stage limit 0, and let's just hit land at target. And see if it stages the descent engine or not. see how this behaves. Anyways, that's ultimate. I have to stage it myself. That wasn't too bad, was it? So I think the auto land kind of works. Might as well leave this here. Right, let's try and get this thing out of there. Right, what do we focus? Oh, we're focused on the flag. There we go, right. We do want to turn on SAS before anything else happens. Retract the solar panel, because we're going to try and get ourselves out of here. I feel like this is inviting disaster. Right, let's try and let's rotate this out of the way. Okay. We are. Let's see if we can do ascent guidance. Vertical. Oh no, it's just no. Let's not do that. Let's not use MechJeb. I'm being Okay, so I guess we should have enough delta. We should have enough TWR. If we do. Right, let's just try and get back into orbit. Right, where's 90 gone? There's 90. Let's let's use a maneuver plotter. So, maneuver planner. This is create node. There we go. Right. Start burn in. Cool. Right. So at least we managed to get back into orbit. Yeah, even though that was a bit of a. Yeah, let's Bit of a dud, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to pick a less hilly landing site and try and come in, not moving so quickly. I wonder if we can use robotic parts actually to make the landing legs, like to widen the landing legs out. Oh, 7 seconds to start burn. Almost missed the burn time. That'll do. Okay, right. Actually, maneuver planner, we do want a... Hopefully we're travelling in the right direction. I think we are. Yeah. Set as target. Match planes of target. What? Seems to be a bit confused as to how much delta V we have. Yeah. We'll do it over time, like 5 seconds to... Okay, seems to be a bit confused as to what... never mind. Still relatively circular orbit. We are... They're going to catch up with us probably in about an orbit or two, so let's just... Okay, right, there we go. No, 0.2. And again, why is this suddenly become so confused about the concept of just doesn't seem to think we have any fuel, which is a bit silly. Oh, so we don't know how long a burn time we're going to need, which is a bit annoying, but say 20 meters per second. Again, I don't understand this. It's gotten confused. It's not even like a complicated build. Like, it's just decided that there's no delta V in it anymore. I suppose I can try switching and switching back maybe. We've got an hour before that burns, so we can switch. We can try switching to this and then switching back and seeing if it starts behaving itself. Nope, it's just decided that this thing doesn't have any delta. Well, screw you, game. Let's have to eyeball it. So hopefully that's still going to be 0.1 kilometers, that's fine. And when it's happening, that it's happening in 21 minutes, let's go to, yeah, 18 minutes should be fine. So I think what we'll do next time is, because this lander is like robotic, I might just try landing the robotic lander on there. Oh well, okay, yeah, let's yeah, I might just try landing the landing it robotically, or just yeah. Or just say screw it and go to like, I feel like that the rover didn't get damaged, even though like we had to do the whole flip mechanism. So I feel like the rover deployment's probably be okay. Again, like we're gonna have to redo the whole rover deployment design, because apparently it just completely forgot how to do it, which is a bit annoying. The the robotics parts if the CAL controller just forgets. I'm sure I checked it. Like I moved it and then I checked it to make sure that it was that it had remembered. Oh well, I mean, at least we got back anyway, so we didn't need a rescue mission. But yeah, I feel like that Moho Lander is going to be a bit of a bitch to land and keep upright. So I feel like a redesign may be required on Sunday. And yeah, the whole like if the CAL controller is going to forget the programming, then I want to come up with a different way of a different way of of sorting out the deployment, either using fewer robotic parts and just doing the deployment manually or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's how are the doors lining up? Yeah, they're not too far apart. That's fine. Let's Let's rotate so the doors are facing into the sunlight. So we have some light to work by. Cool, right, so what we do is we grab, transfer the data to this one, transfer the data to this one. Leave this in here, we don't need it. Transfer the engineer into here. Transfer the scientist into here. Transfer the... Actually, no, no, ask to cancel. Right, we don't want to transfer Alson at the moment because Alson is the pilot, I believe. Yeah, so we want Alson to EVA. We want Alson to grab the data from here. Cool, right, I think they're all on board now, aren't they? We've got Dave, Joan and Alson in here. We have Barman and Kirk in there. It's 5 out of 5. There's nobody in here. We've got the data, we've got the science. Let's just undock this. Which should hopefully mean we still have control of this thing, because it has a probe core in it. Let's just rotate to normal and just fucking... And let's turn the lights off. Turn the lights on, and let's just auto crash this. So let's see if we can get MechJeb to do landing guidance. But this time we want to grab a target somewhere not so far away from here. So I'm thinking like here maybe. So pick target on a map. Here, touchdown speed 100 meters per second. Don't deploy landing gear and land at target. I think, does this thing actually think we have any delta V? I'm wondering if it does. If delta V stats. No, I think it. Who cares? Let's just use, let's abort that. Let's just use trajectories. Oh yeah. Landing guidance. Doesn't matter. This thing doesn't. I think. Yeah, I don't think MechJeb thinks we have any delta V in it. So let's just retro and burn. That'll do. There we go. Let's just fucking... Cool. Let's go Space Center. Actually, yeah. Well, we're almost at 2.5 hours, so we can do the remainder of that. Yeah, so we'll... Yeah, I think the plan will be... Oh wow, it's very dark. So dark I can't actually see anything. But I think the plan will be... let's just quickly go to the tracking station. And just close that docking port. Because it's going to annoy me that it's not closed. So where is... okay, this is Pioneer, we need... Oh yeah. Yeah, let's turn off probes. Let's turn on... Moho Lander Mun Test, let's just fly this. Let's just close this. Right, so yeah, so next time we'll be yeah, we'll get this thing to rendezvous with the moon, with the moon station. Yeah. We'll get this thing to rendezvous with the moon station, get this thing back to Kerbin, and then if we have any time left on Sunday evening, we will amend the Moho Lander design to try and sort of build in a wider landing base with robotics parts if necessary. But I am just going to quickly double check the VAB because I want to see if the deployment thing is remembered in the VAB or not. Because I'm sure I remembered it. I'm sure I remembered it. It was a Moho Lander Mun Test. I think that was what we launched, wasn't it? Give it a few minutes. Alright. You, open editor. No, it's all gone. There wasn't a second one, was there? No, that was it. Huh. About the Moho Lander itself. Oh, this remembers everything. Okay, so at least, okay. Maybe it forgot when it was merged in. Maybe, I don't know. Well, we're gonna build everything. We're gonna build the actual thing around the lander itself. So, but yeah, so the plan will be to try and build in a wider landing base to this thing because obviously it wasn't wide enough. It's too tall. Yeah, it's just too difficult, too easy to flip when we land it. But anyway, that'll do for this evening. I've overrun by about half an hour, which is not great, but there you go. We will. Oh well, oh yeah, the KSC has. I guess KSC lights went on when well, quick save. That's I suppose it's a good thing we tested it on the moon because otherwise we'd probably had that problem on Moho, and it might have been a bit more of a bind to if we needed a rescue mission because Moho's higher gravity. So it might be like the one might have been more difficult to yeah, it might have been more difficult to write the second stage. But yeah, I hope if anyone's been watching, you've been enjoying it, and hopefully not having too much fun at my misfortune. Um, but yeah, so plan will be next Sunday. I think I'm going to stick with the 7 p.m. Time because I'm tend to be more busier during the day now. So it might be like 7 till 9 billing time for Sunday, which hopefully won't get amended. But you know, life happens, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so if anyone's watching, I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, see you then. Cheerio.